Hi, I am multi.topic talk. Welcome to this new season overview. Today we review season 1 of Arrow, one of my favorite TV show that was ever made. I enjoyed my time. On my rewatch, it was great. Now, I will start off with a few negative because there's really not that much negative about that season, and then we will go over to the positive. So, the first negative is a negative that is pretty big in my own opinion, and this really dragged down the back half of season 1. Love triangle. This is really atrocious. This is really bad. We thought it was a good idea to mix romance in a crime drama. Now, the second thing I did not like was the dinners. There are so many dinners. I think there's one dinner bare minimum each single week, except for maybe the first episode and the last episode of the season. Now, with that out of the way, that season is great. I had great time. It was entertaining. We follow Oliver coming back from an island after 5 years out of the society. And we are led to believe he was 5 years on the island at that point in the series. Now, when he comes back, he is different. He is broken. The early season of Arrow showed us and told us stories about broken people coming back on their feet and becoming better than what they were. Now, season 1 is all about Oliver being the one that got broken, but Tia as well. She is just a secondary victim, if we can call it that way, because she is a teenager and for 5 years she believed her brother and her father both died on a boat. Because what happened? The Queen's Gambit, the boat Oliver used to travel around the world with his father, was destroyed. Now, yeah, Tia was broken, and Oliver came back, and Tia as a character don't feel like her brother is back because her brother is broken. Now, we get flashbacks to learn how Oliver learned archery. We had flashback on him learning how to fight and martial arts and everything. He was also tortured in the island, and he learned how to torture people as well. So, a lot of things happen in the flashbacks. And the flashbacks follows him on the island, where he suffered a lot, where he found the Alfie, someone that did teach him how to shoot with a bow and arrows, and someone that showed him how to survive. That was really good. During that storyline, we also get some mercenaries that are looking for something on the island. Money, I don't know, it's never really told. And yeah, season 1 flashbacks were amazing. We get to meet Slade Wilson, that will later on in the series become much more important than what it was in season 1. Now on present day, Oliver decides to become the Arrow, or at that point it's the Hood, a vigilante out for blood that cross names only a list, and the same a list is a list of people that are rich, a list of people that will take part of the undertaking, a plan to destroy the Glades, the poor part of Starling City, and these people are bad people because they plan on mass murder, genocide, or whatever to rebuild at the end. And this is very interesting because during most of the time it's a big mystery. We get pieces here and there. We get to know Malcolm Merlin, probably one of the biggest player in this mystery, since he's the one that came up with the idea to destroy the Glade to create something new. Now, I liked Malcolm Merlin as first villain for the series. Very good villain. He was a threat. He was really strong. He was able to destroy Oliver on their first encounter, and the second encounter does not go well either. The third encounter was a very close one. Um, yeah, that show is great. Oliver at that point is slowly making allies in his quest. At first, he wanted to be alone, but then Diggle was pulled inside everything. Diggle is his bodyguard, ex military. He becomes a very interesting character that helps him, not in the field, but more like training and speaking with someone about how hard this life can be. Because the arrow, or the hood, we should say, is all about killing bad people, bringing justice to others, putting down criminal, and you can lose yourself inside of that. The goal was some kind of signal to not lose Oliver inside of that. We also get a lot of things with Quentin Lance, a police detective that really wants to stop the Hood, and sometimes he is forced into working with the Hood to stop other threats. We also get Laurel, a love interest of the love triangle that I truly hate. Laurel is very interesting when she get to do lawyer stuff. Now, I'm not a pro in justice stuff, so I won't say it's realistic. I don't know. I have no clue. But I enjoyed my time. Having a lawyer working sometime with a vigilante was interesting. The season is very fast. Everything happens so fast. And even if it's 23 episode one season, it does not feel like that because it's like a drug. Like so much is happening. Most of season one is not filler. Now, of course, sometimes some villains are 1 week villain, but other villains come back, and sometimes pieces of the episode are important for the overall story. So it's not filler. It's very important to watch all 23 episodes, and this is rare when you watch 23 episodes of a show during a season. Sometimes you will have 1 or 2 fillers. Other time, maybe 3. And other seasons are straight up filler from point A to point B. But yeah, season 1 was not like that. 23 episodes of good material to learn the story. So yeah, I really enjoyed my time on my second watch. Yeah. We also get Tommy. Tommy is the third part of the love triangle. Whatever. Felicity is dragged on Oliver Quest. She is the tech girl, the person behind the computer, the one that saved Oliver after Oliver got shot. Nora, Oliver's mother, is also involved in the undertaking, the big plan to destroy the Glades. We also get Broken Tia falling in love with a thug that will become more important in the series. What can I add more? I think out of 10, it should deserve roughly 9 out of 10. I don't see more or I don't see less. Before watching, I thought it would be 8.5 because I truly dislike the love triangle, but on my rewatch, I enjoyed my time. And I must tell, I say rewatch, but it's been at least the 5th, maybe the 6th time I rewatched the series. I watched a lot season one, uh, but these rewatch are years apart, sometimes months apart, so you don't always remember. And yeah, a lot of episode I was really searching for stuff I did not like. I cannot find any sometimes. So this season was good. It was good material. So with everything being said, a 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, we go to the comment section to read other people's thoughts. Am I crazy? Am I the only one that enjoyed this show during season 1? That's the question. So here we are with what other people had to say. Overall ranking score 82%, which is really good. Out of 2,654, it's a good number. Now, here is my comment. If you like watching character having dinner each week, this is your show. If you like boring and annoying love triangle, this shall be the best TV show you will see in your life. If you like to see people having the same aiming the Stormtrooper in Star Wars, this will be your show. Even professional hitmen can't aim properly. Oliver is the only one that never miss. With my negative already covered, let's praise what I truly enjoyed. The mystery of the undertaking was good. Flashbacks were well used. Fight scenes were impressive. Dark Archer may be a simple villain. He is very interesting. The actor is also great. Oliver was great character that looked smart and that looked like someone who knows what he is doing. We also see his growth thanks to the flashbacks. He learned archery on the island to deal with people with guns. He learned martial art to survive. Oliver is a broken character back from the dead, ready to save his city. The show is great. The girls are cute. Some of the girls are strong without becoming annoying or boring. The girl wins. Don't take away the boys' wins. Felicity is interesting. John Legal was amazing. Tommy's friendship with Oliver was great and made sense. Yao Fei and Shadow, great character. Each episode was entertaining. Despite the low moment on them, each episode was entertaining. Despite the low moment on them, this was the only show I know where we got some serial killer as main character. The fight makes sense. This was Oliver's journey from billionaire playboy to vigilante out for blood. The vigilante out for blood, slowly becoming hero by saving countless lives. Outside of Dexter. I should have said that. Boom. So now let's read what other people had to say. The first season of Arrow made us feel many things. This was so good, and we weren't really used to seeing a superhero show on TV. Sure, there was Smallville, but that was based on an already established superhero. Here we had Green Arrow, a character from the Justice League we looked over, and his only time to shine was in Injustice, where Superman beat him to death. So we do know what was at stake here. If this season had been bad, the entire Arrowverse would have no longer existed. But the maker did a good job. Stephen Amell is now the first thing anyone thinks of when they think of Green Arrow. Another thing this show did so well was the fight scene. I agreed on that. This is probably the first ever superhero show to spend a full season without a single CGI character. This is true. All the action was just raw material, and that's what made it so different from the other CGI fest that we are used to seeing in superhero movies and serial. So I will add to this. The fight scenes are well done and they make sense. I'm pretty sure they hired some good people to create a choreography of the fight, the dances, how people react, and probably martial art artists as well were involved because that was well done. First season are pretty rough as actors work to fill in their role, but I think the Arrow team did a really good job on them all. The writing was pretty good, and as an introduction season, I thought it was really well done. Not my favorite season, but definitely second favorite. I can understand what you said. Awesome. Great action and a great villain. Highly recommend. One of the best seasons of this show. Awesome, I love, I recommend. Still the best season of Arrow. First two seasons are the best. The Arrowverse had a good start, action, and a good amount of backstory. The best live action DC TV show season. I mean, I don't think it was bad. Okay. Season 1 of Arrow is by far one of the best seasons yet. The show introduced us to amazing characters like Diggle, Walter, Tia, Tommy, Laurel, Rory, Felicity, and of course Oliver Queen. The first episode is what really got me into the show, and it's funny because first episode of show normally don't start well, but in Arrow they did amazing. The main villain, Malcolm Merlyn, is amazing with his plans to destroy the Glades, which is amazing. The flashbacks are also amazing, with this season having some of the best flashbacks and introducing us Slade Wilson aka Deathstroke. Honestly, this season has very little flaws and so many good things going for it. So yeah, you see, I'm not the only one telling Arrow Season 1 was amazing. It was a masterpiece. It was really good. It was really strong. I enjoyed my time, and most of the comment I read enjoyed their time as well. So I hope guys enjoyed. Season 2 overview will be out shortly. So like, comment, and subscribe. We will see each other in future video. Have a great day.